Greetings, everybody. This is Chris Blunt.
And I'm Breezy Rumsey.
And I am Sphinx Akasha.
And welcome back to Profoundly Ignorant.
Back to Profoundly Ignorant,
Thank you for saying that. Oh, man. I was, man, it's been a minute. I feel like it's been a minute since we had a regular episode.
Yeah. A regular episode, yeah. We had our special Charlottesville one.
Yeah. Charlottesville, You Might Be Racist episode.
Come get your people.
It's kind of the theme of almost all our episodes, but this one was serious. It was like a very special episode.
I don't know if you guys
strokes.
noticed this, but we didn't play the music.
No, we didn't.
Because we were trying to be serious.
We were serious.
We were grown up about it.
It was like, like I said, it's like those 80s sitcoms where they have at the end, hey, we want to talk to you about girl shit.
The one, you know which one I remember the best? Is Punky Brewster, the one where Cherry went in the old refrigerator during hide and seek.
Yeah, that was like...
Oh my God, they got real at the end. They're like, we want to talk about hiding in refrigerators. I'm like, who does that?
and I was like, stupid white people.
That was
Who does that? Oh my God.
No, I remember it. Because I was watching it going, stupid ass in the refrigerator.
That girl hid in a fridge.
I was like, maybe you shouldn't hang out in junkyards.
Yeah, right.
How about that?
Who's
like
got
maybe
a fridge in their backyard?
Fred Sanford. But you know what didn't happen in the episodes? Nobody got caught up.
Nobody hid in refrigerators in front of Sanford and Son.
Because Fred Sanford was like, you big dummy. Not getting caught up in that stupid shit. So yeah, have some fun. I feel like they should have some fucking common sense.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you all about common sense. If you hide in the refrigerator, your dumb ass hid in the refrigerator. Like, think about that.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man, it's been crazy, guys. What have you been up to, Breezy?
Just working and dance momming.
All right,
the fucking usual.
Oh man, for us, we have been doing the most.
I know. I'm following you guys.
Oh man, thank you. It's been we've been performing. We're finally done with all our performances for the month, and we are taking a well-deserved break. We played that Street Fest in Portland.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was a thing.
That was a thing. Portland is a interesting city. Like, I feel like it's one long white people Wednesday meme.
Oh man.
Like, I feel like a lot of times I was out there and I was like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, I asked myself that question multiple times over that weekend. Why are you doing this? Like, there was a lot of things.
Portland is filled with extremes.
Yeah,
like, you're
it's
either
very much
really
extremes.
poor or really rich.
Yeah.
Really weird or abnormally, like, trying too hard to be abnormally normal.
Yeah, and it's super weird. And I was like, all right, I guess. There's a guy who raps about cats. That was interesting. And like, he raps about nothing but cats.
I can't even hate on that. I would listen to that.
Yeah, it was interesting. I'll play it for you later. I was just like, wow. But you know what I like about him? He a black dude, but he kind of had that look in his eye, like he'll fuck you up. Like, it's like, I'm doing this, but don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like,
I'll come after you.
Yeah, he didn't look that happy. Like, you can tell in his eyes.
My favorite
that
nerd
he might have
culture
stumped
band.
somebody out.
My favorite nerd culture band is from Portland, the Double Clicks.
Oh, I love the Double Clicks.
Yeah, I heard about them. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. I'm going to PAX next weekend.
I'm glad you're going to PAX.
Yeah, I'm going to PAX next weekend. I'm going to stalk you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll be easy to find if you're going Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'm going Saturday.
I'll be dressed like Willow from Don't Starve. So look for a girl with pigtails that are all sorts of crazy loop-de-loops.
All right, cool.
Nice.
I need to know what Don't Starve is.
That's a game I need to finish.
You need to try to get a Sunday pass because we have an
continue
extra
to play.
Sunday pass if Lawrence wants to come. Get a Sunday pass too.
I'm thinking about
Tell
it.
that girl.
I think about it. So for those listeners,
Tell your girlfriend.
For the listeners out there, what the fuck is PAX?
PAX is Penny Arcade Expo. It is a giant nod to gaming.
Yeah.
So it was started years ago by two dudes that make the Penny Arcade comic strip. And it's basically a comic strip about gaming. It's held all over the world. There's a PAX Australia, but it used to be...
Oh, wow. When did that start?
About 2 years ago, PAX
wow.
Australia. So Seattle was the first because the comic strip is based out of Portland.
Yeah.
So Seattle is the biggest one. It's kind of the PAX Prime. Then they have PAX South, which is now I think in Dallas.
Yeah.
They have Boston and now Australia.
I'll be shitting on it, but you know what? I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to go because I like dipping into different cultures and finding out like. I just love the spectacle for the most part. I love when people dress up. I like finding out about different games because I heard they're really big on board games as well.
Yeah, they have lots of board game tournaments. They have drop-in where, like, if you're interested in a game, you want to test it before you spend $150 on a fancy board game. They have all these trial, like, come learn the game with the developers.
Oh, man. And you know what? Gaming chicks are awesome. So
yeah.
I'm all about this.
Ken laughed. The very first time I went, it was like 5 years ago. Ken took me.
Yeah.
And he's trying to explain, like, you get there and it's crazy busy. There's like 80,000 people in the convention center.
Oh, it's insane.
And there's all this stuff to see. There's like 6 floors of stuff to see. And most of it's geared around video games. But they do have like the tabletop games. They have the handheld consoles.
Yeah.
They have all this shit. We walk in the door and Ken's like pumping up like, hey, there's this swag line we got to get in. We got to do all this stuff. And I veer right into this game developer room for this zombie board game, Zombicide.
Oh, nice.
And the developer is
awesome.
like, sit down. I'm going to teach you how to play this game. And I dropped like $100 on the game immediately. And then I had to carry this giant box around all day. Ken is like, you're doing PAX all wrong.
Yeah, you gotta.
Wait until you're getting ready to leave.
Right. He's like, on Monday is when you want to go hit the board games that you want to purchase.
Yes.
But,
and that noted. Because I know me, and I'm gonna see something. I'm like, gas.
I need it right now.
I need that shit. It's dope. I like good card games and good board games. So, and then we can probably find a board game that we can play on the show one day.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to check out.
Lots of fun games. Up on the 6th floor when you guys go, there's kind of the indie games, so the not so mainstream gaming companies.
Okay.
And those are always a lot of fun. The lines tend to be a little bit shorter. They have really cool booths that you wouldn't expect to see there. They have an entire diversity lounge, so geared to like transgender and gay community in gaming, which tends to be pretty ostracized.
Yeah.
So I usually go and I buy T-shirts from them to support their little
That's
stance.
pretty dope.
Cool.
That's pretty dope, man. So, all right, guys, man, what are we getting into today? Let's start off. I guess President Palpatine did something else this week.
No, President Palpatine.
Yeah, he does.
He pardoned Sheriff Joe Aprio or Aprio, whatever. How the fuck you say his last name?
The racist guy.
The only good thing this dude ever did is put DMX in pink underwear, because then he wrote to the president about how unfair pink underwear is, which I kind of like find really funny.
Yeah.
But everything else this man has
terrible.
ever done is basically evil.
That's so
incarnate.
Grand Moff Tarkin then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think it's interesting how he's doing
reference.
a lot for white supremacy.
Yeah.
Well,
this is
really
basically
helping
like
out.
shitting on anything he said against the alt-right after Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Well, he
was
shot
like,
on himself, so...
Yeah, he was like, he didn't believe in any of that shit. He was like, there are good people on both sides, which I'm like, how?
yeah.
So-
There's
Yeah.
evil on one side.
I was like, there's no. And so I think that's, I thought that was, some fuck shit. And it's just more of Trump being Trump.
So, for people that aren't fully aware of what Sheriff Joe did or does, he was really big on racial profiling, trying to catch illegal immigrants. He would set up, like, basically traps, and he was told multiple times by the court that he was violating people's amendments and their rights, and told to stop, and he kept doing it, so he was found in contempt of court. And his sentencing was supposed to be this October. So he hasn't even served a day in jail, and now he's been pardoned by the president. He set up tent cities in the middle of the Arizona desert where it was like basically a labor camp. And people died and were overheated and getting super sick and lots of shit going down. This guy is basically evil incarnate.
Yeah.
And racist as all get out.
As fuck.
Yeah.
So, So I'm like, he always sends a message whether,
Right.
we see it or not. It's always a direct message that what team he's playing for.
So he had to have that rally or that speech where basically his handlers were like, hey, you need to do the right thing and kind of speak out against this. So he did. He came out and was like, hey, hate and bigotry has no home in America. And then 3 days later pardons the most racist sheriff
and
in
he was
America.
like, I got everybody.
Yeah,
I got
like
the
he's like,
Ku Klux
hey,
Klan.
I did what I was supposed to do, and here's how I really feel about it. And
Exactly.
it wasn't just a whistle or a whisper to the alt-right. It was a bullhorn that said, keep doing what you're doing because I
Pretty much.
support you in any way I can.
Yeah.
So if y'all notice by the sound in the background, which is nothing, it's James. James has been back in the building.
James is back in the building.
What's happening, James?
Good friend from Phoenix.
James, I need you out loud when you say your hello to read your coffee mug.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Read that coffee mug, James.
James is drinking out of a coffee mug,
Say
and
what's
I
up
need
to
him to read
everybody.
it. Yeah. That's James's thing.
Yeah, facts. This is what happens when you ask me for coffee in my house.
There's no lie.
I give you whatever cup is available. So
9 times out of 10, it's ridiculous.
One time out of 10 is
James
ridiculous.
does not have much of a resting bitch face. He looks very friendly.
No, but he has thick thighs.
Yeah.
That
And sarcasm.
And sarcasm that go on for days. So
True.
that's
Facts.
So, oh man, last night we had a bomb show.
Last night was the best.
So, we had a show at this place called the Sand Cave, which is like a semi-private event because it's out of people's homes. Shout out to Abby and Stefan for hosting the event. They were so
Sandbergs
sweet.
are awesome.
Oh, it was so sweet, man. Like, they came through. They fed us.
They fed us. They gave us drink. They let us stay there. It was absolutely fantastic.
Great, and the show was great. We got a chance to take over the whole night and give everybody the whole Gentleman of Leisure experience. Like,
which is also the name of the show.
Exactly, the game of the show. And then, like, James came through and did the fucking most.
James did the most.
Yeah, James DJ'd. He actually he did a set, like he did half a set on the DJ. He ran the music. He also did the sound for no reason.
Yeah.
And it's
because
like nobody
James
asked
is
him
awesome
that.
at it.
Yeah, nobody asked him to do the sound. Like, so he did the sound, which actually really helped out with the show. Everybody did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Streets, your set was first, and you
yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole band.
Yeah,
they were awesome.
Everybody was super clutch last night. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved that so much. It was,
And this was your album drop, right?
Yeah. Like
The
album
official
drop. Yeah.
album. So it's done now. No more evolving artist or evolving tracks.
EP.
Yep. No more evolving EP is gonna be out a few days. So by the time you guys hear this, it'll be out. So go out and listen to that, man. It's great. It's a fun album. I love that our friends and people we didn't know got a chance to gather together to see the performance. Yeah. And what was cool is that people were like, I like the album. Like, because obviously some of our friends have heard the music prior.
Yeah. Oh my God, I listened to it ad nauseum in that hotel the weekend it first came out. My son is obsessed.
Exactly. So people listen to it. They was like, but there's nothing like seeing it perform live.
Yeah.
And so it's just fun to be on stage and joke around with everybody.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. You know, James was definitely in his element.
Yes. Yes.
James was DJing and drumming and all types of things. Like, sometimes at random. And I'm like, James, what are you doing, man? And he was out here. He was drunk. And I was like, all right, James.
So thick thighs.
Oh, yeah.
He can't control himself.
Oh, God.
And it got awkward. I always bring the awkward. You're welcome.
No, because the look on James.
I know. James is like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. James is making the face my kids make when I say weird shit in public.
Nice. This is great.
Nice.
So yeah, shout out to the Gentleman of Leisure and everybody.
GOL.life.
Oh man, that was awesome.
And if you're looking for a local artist to perform at some gig in Tacoma, sign them up because I'd love to see them live. And I can't commit to Seattle most of the time.
Our friends in Tacoma refuse to travel to Seattle to see us.
I got to get childcare if I'm out that far away from home.
I get it. And I appreciate it. I understand. So we're going to go ahead on and we're going to do one close to the city or in the city at some point. We just got to.
And do an all ages at some point because my son would love to come hang out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like your son should be invited anyway. It's not like he hasn't heard
He'll take over
anything.
the stage and just dance behind y'all.
I'll just have a dance.
He'll be your hype man.
Thank you.
He'll be like,
that's cool. We're going to have a little white kid do interpretive dance while we tell y'all some adult shit.
That's pretty much how that works.
Yeah, pretty much.
He'll hop off the stage and start punching people in the face.
He might.
Great.
Exactly. That's.
He's discovered a new trick involving a lighter and hairspray. That's pretty fun for all of us.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, I remember.
He was watching the protest, wasn't he?
He was.
Yes.
He idolized that man, whoever that man was. He's like, that's my hero.
Like, I need to emulate that guy.
Yeah.
Or Game of Thrones.
Or Game of Thrones.
You could have been like, yeah.
He's a dragon.
All y'all motherfuckers. I'll burn all these bitches. Speaking of which, I'm so excited for this evening. Because Game of Thrones, the season finale is coming out.
I know.
And I'm really juiced. Who's been watching it? Everybody's been watching it.
I've been watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it is great. First of all, how the fuck is Jon Snow like still just surviving random shit, man? That dude just was out there for 5 days in the fucking cold. Came out, his uncle appeared out of nowhere and was like, I'm gonna save you. Then that nigga died.
Yep.
And but he didn't have to die. He's like, there's no time. There's 2 seconds for you to jump on the back of that fucking horse. Get on the horse.
I feel like he's Kenny though.
Yeah.
Like, cause he like, Like, doesn't he randomly save a Stark at random somewhere?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've been discussing conspiracy theories with people. Do you have any cool conspiracy theories?
Well, I read the one about Bran being the Night King.
I like that
Yeah.
one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that'd be dope because it might
I don't
be
think
from
it's
the
him in
future.
I don't think it's him in like the physical sense. I
Like,
don't
he's
think that
warged
Bran
into the-
he warged in
he's
the Night
warged
King to
into the
try and
Night
stuff.
King.
And I like the theory that he's been trying. Bran, as soon as he started warging, tried to fix this whole White Walker thing from the beginning.
Yeah.
Went into the Mad King and was like, you have to kill him with fire. The Mad King didn't take it right and was like, kill everything with fire. Yeah, because why did that guy go crazy? There's no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I might be interested.
And then Bran was like, fuck, this didn't work. I'm going to warg
Yeah.
into Hodor. That
Yeah.
didn't work. Now he's in
Nope.
the Night King.
Oh man, I think
It explains why every time he wargs into the bird, the Night King knows exactly which crow it is.
Exactly.
And like looks right at it like,
yeah.
I know you.
Yeah. I love I like that Bran is essentially like an awkward dude from the Pacific Northwest.
I love that all the Stark siblings have come home and
Yeah,
Sansa's
and
like,
all
I'm so
fucked
excited
up.
to see you.
And they're like-
and Arya's like, that's my bag of faces.
My bag of faces.
was
And
like,
Bran's
know
like,
what
I'm the
you
three-eyed
did.
raven, but you don't need to know what that
Exactly.
means.
Like her siblings came home fucked up. Like
She's all like,
you know
what
what
the
happened?
hell is wrong with you?
She had it too good when
Yeah.
she had it too good when John came home.
Yeah.
John came home and was loving, and then like my other siblings are coming back, and they're like,
well,
oh,
even
my-
John comes home, he's
Yeah.
like, I got stabbed in the heart and I'm still here.
Yeah, exactly.
She's probably like, what the fuck?
He was like, but he
I
was
miss
a boss.
Rob.
He at least hugged him. Like the rest of them were like, "Oh, my friends are dead."
Right.
I was like, "What kind of little Uzi Vert shit is this?" I
love
was like,
it.
"Oh man!" Like I love when your girl was like, "My brother died for you," and all these things. And Brad is like, "Scene."
I know.
Yeah.
He has no emotion.
I love it.
It's like,
That shit's hilarious.
Sansa comes running out to hug him and he's just like, my.
Yes.
He's as emo as fuck now.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I think that's pretty cool. Arya
Ice Dragon's
Blue eyes, white dragon in
Oh,
this
yeah.
motherfucker.
How'd they get chains? Zombies just carry around length of chain
carry
like
chains.
that?
for no
My
reason.
theory is American slavery. So it was our forefathers who gave the
Westeros.
Ice King chains. That's what happened. It was like, you need to get these dragons.
So there's some stuff I hope happens tonight. Obviously, I haven't seen the show yet. It airs 9 p.m. our time.
Yes.
I'm not one of those people that watches it at 6 and then spoils it for everyone. You know who you are. Fuck you.
Yep. Go fuck yourself. All on my timeline.
All up on my Facebook.
Yep.
Terrible.
What I hope
Terrible.
happens tonight is there's obviously Littlefinger's doing some tension between Sansa and Arya. I really hope that those two figure out his game and
And
fuck
then
him up
Arya
tonight.
kills the shit
Yeah,
out of him.
I need
hope
Littlefinger to go.
Yeah, I hope Carsonetti falls off a cliff. Like,
Yeah.
I hate Littlefinger.
Littlefinger needs to go at this point. He is more detrimental than he's helpful.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm super stoked about Danny and John, like
Oh, that
almost
needs
hooking
to
up.
happen.
That's gonna happen.
That
Listen,
needs to happen.
she has a dragon and she chose mass transit to be with him.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. She didn't
Yeah.
need to take that boat home. She
She
could have
did
flown
not.
her dragon.
She was like,
She was like, I'm gonna ride a bus for this dude.
Exactly. Like, look at him. And then, like, he waits up out of his coma. He was like, my queen. I was like,
I was like,
Yeah.
He was going to bend the knee. And we all know when you down to bend the knee,
You know what
you're
happens?
going to eat out. And so,
Poor
So, yeah.
Jorah's gonna be so pissed.
yeah, I
He's
know.
been waiting
Yeah.
for
I
years.
feel like he got friend zoned. Like, he got fucked up.
He's perma friend zone.
He's constantly getting the friend
I
zone.
know.
Though. You think he'd learn?
Bitch, I cut off dragon scales for you. Like, I had shit on my chest.
This whole show boils down to so much miscommunication
Yes.
too. Like
Yeah.
there's so many people that need to talk to each other. Like
Every-
Jorah comes back, he's like, "Look, I healed of grayscale." Who healed you? Sam Tarly, the family that bitch just burned with her dragon.
Yes.
John can be like, "That's my best friend."
Everybody needs group chat.
Like
Everybody needs-
I know they all know each other and no one talks about it.
They're
It's
all
so
gonna,
random.
and I'm excited tonight. It looks like from the previews they're all gonna meet.
Yeah.
And then I
Well,
guess
John's
the
gonna
Lannisters-
hook or meet up with Cersei and be
Yeah.
like, "You need to see my zombie that I caught."
Exactly, and the Lannisters are there.
I do
being
have
all
a question
fucking
about
Lannister-like.
how they have to make the show super dramatic. So they're walking, and this ice bear, zombie bear,
Mm-hmm.
bites dude. Why not just bag his head up and take him back? Because you know he's gonna turn.
Yeah.
They went to a lot of trouble to get the zombie that was screeched and hollered and brought the army.
But there's
True,
there's
yeah.
no fight for that. There's no
right.
fight. Yeah. And I think
That's a boring episode. I get
Yeah,
it, but
that is a
still,
boring episode.
let's talk about the easy way out, people.
yeah, I'm always about the easy
Well,
way out.
people would not have died,
Because-
and the Ice King would not have his own dragon.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. Because is he gonna breathe ice?
Yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be an
and
ice dragon.
then do 2 fire dragons trump an ice dragon? Like,
Like, how does that work? Yeah.
I don't know.
because the ice dragon's going to breathe ice at the fire dragons, which is going to make the fire cool. But it's not going to make it ice. But fire will melt the ice, so now it's a water dragon.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be the illest game of
essentially.
rock paper scissors I've ever seen in my life.
it's a little strange. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out.
That would have to be like both of the dragons would have to team up against the ice dragon in order for that to be any kind of effective.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Just,
no.
physics.
And I feel like that was Tyrion's dragon. If I'm really sticking with they're the 3-headed dragon because Tyrion is part Targaryen.
yeah.
Then I feel like they just killed off Tyrion's dragon, which is fucked up because that little man needs a dragon.
Yeah,
Yes.
he needs a dragon, but hey, it'll be all good. I'm rooting for them. I think it's gonna be a real interesting evening. Do you think that that Jon finds out about his lineage tonight?
He needs to hook back up with Bran. Like it's been just passing ships. Like
Yeah.
he left right as Bran got there.
Yeah.
And Bran has all this information that he needs to just
And Bran,
start sharing.
I need Bran to give him all the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but my
oh,
guess is
dog.
that they're heading straight to King's Landing, so he's not going to run into Bran this
Like, I feel
season.
like you're gonna run up on him like fam, but not
Like,
really.
yo, brother.
and I
gotta
feel like
talk to you.
Daenerys, even if she hears it, is
Yeah.
going to have a lot of like, really,
Really?
does this?
So I can't fuck him?
Right.
Like,
well, no, she could because
Well, she
that's the
still
Targaryen
can.
way.
That's what they do.
That's his aunt and uncle, or the aunt and nephew. But
Yeah.
yeah.
they married siblings, the Targaryens, so
Yeah,
they'd be
I
cool
mean-
with it.
Yeah.
That's even giving them a layer of like buffer, aunt and nephew.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, oh man, but yeah, they're really into it, and
Yeah.
she looks kind of into it. I was like,
She's
oh,
into
man.
it.
She was watching them sleep, and I was like,
She
oh,
wants the D.
yeah, the dragon. What's the dragon?
Well, tonight's episode is called "The Wolf and the Dragon," so
Yeah, so it's going down.
it's going to be those two
Definitely going
doing
down.
something up against Cersei.
Forecast calls for 8 inches of
What?
snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8 inches of snow.
8 inches of snow.
Someone's getting
like it.
plowed. It's going down. in this
Snow all on her face.
Get all on this blizzard.
And now that we made it gross and creepy,
Yes, watch it tonight with your family.
don't watch it with your family.
Special family episode of Game of Thrones.
Family episode.
Like, oh yeah, it's a family.
It's a family affair.
In so many ways.
Oh man, that is terrible. Oh, all right, so I want to get on this show. Like, what new shows are y'all watching lately? I know.
Defenders.
I love Defenders. There's another show I want to mention, but no, fuck it. Let's talk about Defenders right now.
Yeah,
'cause
we
I
need
need to
to
get that
discuss that.
started.
I'm down
All right,
with
so
Defenders.
listen, I had a Defenders party.
Yeah.
And it was great. We watched it, so we got a chance to watch the first 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm getting back on it because I like it.
Oh, you haven't finished it?
No. You finished
Ooh,
it?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 8.
For the
halfway
first
through
time,
8.
I'm behind.
I know. It's
Oh, shit.
weird.
All right, so I'm going to...
I know. I already gave a spoiler to Chris earlier. I felt really bad.
Nah, it's all good. I'm
What
going to catch
spoiler
up by
did you
next
give
week.
I was talking about Danny being tied up. And
Oh,
being,
yeah.
And becoming extra whiny.
So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, let's run this down. We got Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And Daredevil got random ex-girlfriend issues because...
Totally.
Oh, by the way, spoilers, but I don't give a fuck. So, like...
It's been out a week and a half. You should have seen it by
Yeah.
now.
If you
should've
haven't seen it
this
by now, then
Like, I
too
don't
bad.
even have sympathy for myself.
Good.
So, I don't feel a fuck about you.
It's great that you say that because I'm
Absolutely.
spoiling the shit out of
You
shit.
should totally do this shit,
Excellent.
son.
I know. I
I'm
feel like
gonna
we
watch.
spoiled a lot for Lawrence with
It's
Game
true.
of Thrones and some other shit.
It's true.
Nah, it's okay. You know what? We're gonna have this. We're gonna get into this. First of all,
I
all
can't
right.
even be on Facebook between 6 and 9 p.m. on Sundays.
Me neither.
And so I feel like I'm trying to be nice enough to at least give like a week.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
get that people have lives. But after a week, man, then you're just being lazy and
Yeah, you're
it's
being
fair
lazy.
game.
It's not like get your shit together, as you say.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit
Pack it up in a bag.
Yeah.
Take it to the shit store.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you got to do, just get your shit together.
Gather
your
yes.
shit up and get
Gather.
it together.
Nah, all right. So we got Daredevil,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Daredevil's been through his thing. Now you know what? I say Daredevil season 2 is meh. But I was cool going into it, and I was like, his ex-girlfriend Elektra is one crazy chick.
Oh yeah.
In general, like, and I was like, why don't you just leave her alone? Like that
Well,
was
he has
annoying.
this whole like, I can save her, I can save her, I
Yeah,
can
stop
save
trying
her.
to save hoes, man.
And what it
That's the problem.
what it winds up being is that she eventually regains her memories.
Yeah.
And bitch don't want to be saved.
Right.
She wants to kill all the things and be immortal.
she got man. She
Yeah.
got, you know what I'm saying? She got
That shit was crazy.
that shit was crazy. Nah, all right. So like, I ain't really. I'm not interested in Daredevil's story as much.
Daredevil so far, and like I said, I'm halfway through episode 8. Daredevil is extra whiny about Elektra.
Yeah.
And
But I can save her.
And I'm having a really hard time caring about him because of it. And I'm having a really hard time. Like, I want to smack that little blonde reporter chick.
Oh yeah, Baby Vamp from
True Blood?
True Blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's driving me nuts because she's like, I care about you and I don't want you to get hurt.
I'm just waiting for her
dude's not
character.
going to get fucking hurt or he's going to get hurt anyway. It doesn't matter. He's blind.
I'm just waiting for her character to die.
Right?
Ooh, shit.
Like, I care about
that
Foggy.
character does die in the comics, like, viciously.
Yeah. Oh really?
Oh, yeah. Like that.
See,
She was one of
Foggy
the
was
people-
getting on my last fucking nerve, but then
Yeah.
he brought the
But he-
suit to the
yeah.
police station, and so he's like, look, you got to do you. And
Yeah.
therefore, I'm like, okay, I'm back on Team Foggy.
Yeah.
But that chick is still just annoying. Like,
Yeah.
I love
I
you and
fucks
I
with
don't want
Foggy
you to
though.
get hurt.
Foggy's actually
Foggy's
I
cool.
like Foggy.
Foggy's down.
Foggy's
But yeah,
pretty
Karen
cool.
Page's character is one of the people, one of the women on the list that I can't remember the comic book writer when she created the Women in Refrigerators website / trope. She's like number 5 on the list.
Yeah.
Like she gets fucked up, and it's not pretty.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting on that because right
Well,
now
I
her
hope
character
Elektra does it.
Yeah.
Out of venge and hate. And
Oh, that shit'll be.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Elektra needs to do it.
You know
Like,
what?
hey,
That'll-
we both want this dude, but you're a whiny little reporter bitch.
Yeah.
Colleen Wing was kind of whiny to a point too.
No, I feel, all right.
to
So
get kind of sick of her.
with Colleen,
Yeah.
Colleen issue is she comes from that whiny world. Like she is anybody from Iron Fist is whiny as fuck. Danny, the whiny white boy with powers.
Yeah, there's a scene where she's
he's
bawling her
annoying.
eyes out and calling herself weak, and I'm like, yeah, look at you.
Yeah, you are, bitch.
I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to hurt your feels right
like,
now,
you
but
ever had somebody cry and it's like they say some shit that's right about themselves, they put it down, and all you can do is
I'm only crying and I'm super weak.
yikes.
I don't want to say that you're right.
It's like,
Right.
You're
I
right.
would never be
You're
anything.
right.
Facts.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Claire is like kicking ass and taking names
Oh,
and
man.
killing out all these people. And
Claire was
Like-
wrecking shit.
Luke Cage shows up at her house. He's like, we gotta go. I'll talk about it later. She's like, you tried to fight something and it got stronger and now we're in trouble. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, Claire
Yeah.
just knows.
And
She's
she's like,
just like,
"God
all right,
damn
let's,
it."
Yeah.
let's relocate to the FBI headquarters, I guess.
That-
Fuck.
Oh man, I love Claire in this. I like when they all link up. They all link up finally. Don't think I didn't notice the awesome all right, so at first I thought it was funny for the most part, but then I realized it had some cool points. Like anytime they show like certain scenes before they all linked up, they would change the tone of the scene. Like every time they show Luke Cage, it's always hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, remember how you used to watch the Domino's commercials, but if you watched it on like MTV, it's like, hey, it's Domino's, and they had rock music.
Yeah.
And then like you turn to BET, it's like, hey, it's Domino's. And they would have like the R&B, like, yeah, you can get some pussy while eating pizza, shit like
Yeah.
that. And like that's
That sounds messy. Don't
They
That's-
kind of did
that's how it
that.
was.
They kind of did that in the last like group fight scene,
Yeah.
where they're all fighting or what have you, and it's all like very very dramatic, and all of a sudden it switches and it's Wu-Tang Clan,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they're fucking shit up, and it's like y'all did that because Luke is here.
Exactly, y'all did that because Luke is here.
Yeah, I guess
And
Luke
I know
went to
y'all
the
did that
building.
And part of me
Luke
is
is
slightly lightweight offended because I'm like, y'all pandering now. I'm
Yeah.
listening, but
Like,
y'all
I'm
pandering.
here
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah,
Well, fuck
like
you.
when Luke and I think when Luke and Iron Fist first started fighting together, they played Run the Jewels, and
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's pretty dope. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can get that because of the dynamic and everything. But yeah, when you start pandering too much, like it's like if you go to a bar and they go, oh shit. And then they randomly put on Wu-Tang because you're in the
They
bar.
turn off the Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, I was like,
They're like, oh,
Actually,
they should turn
they
off
should
the
turn
Leonard
off the
Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
those guys
They
are
really
here.
should.
Let's
Yeah.
turn off the Skinner.
Because I'm just gonna go thank you,
Right.
But
Yeah.
don't start putting on like we're gonna play Dead Prez now. No,
Right.
you know what I'm
why?
saying? Just don't play racist ass Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and even if you do, fuck it, keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be at your place too long.
Yeah.
Because any place that plays Leonard Skinner, I know some shit's coming up.
Yeah,
like
I
that
don't
I
wanna
shouldn't
be
be
that
here
long.
for. Yeah, I'm like, I'm good.
I'm here to use your bathroom and leave.
Exactly. And please don't let it be colored.
Oh man.
I feel like I'm gonna still go to some place that they're gonna have colored bathroom, and I'm gonna leave.
You
Be like,
gotta
remember
leave.
when these guys died in a plane crash? You
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
just gotta be real mean about stuff.
Yeah,
People
that-
tend to be like,
That was
You can't
very
just make jokes about
breezy.
plane crashes when Leonard Skinner's playing.
That
Sure,
was
I
very,
can.
Yeah, you
I
can.
just did.
Yeah, I do all the time.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet home.
That was very Coldplay of you. Remember when they fucking died?
Yeah.
Remember when they died.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think Luke Cage is dope. He
Yeah.
continues to be dope on here.
Luke Cage is kicking
his
ass.
character.
I am super into Luke Cage. I'm
Yeah.
super into Jessica Jones.
Jessica
She's-
Jones is MVP.
Jessica Jones is the fucking
Easily.
god right now.
Easily.
Like, I'm loving Jessica Jones. She's saying what we're all thinking on a lot of levels. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I like the fact that she's such a smart ass. She doesn't give a like her fucks are none.
Yeah.
She never had fucks to give.
And,
You know
and
what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know if
I love when
anyone
that
else.
dude, the guy that they captured from the hand, the fifth finger of the hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was talking all that shit, and he's like, "And you, that guy that got into your head," and she just punched him in the face. I was like, "She's
Yeah,
a fucking
we're done.
addict." Fuck.
Nobody
She's
got
like, "You
time
don't
for
get to
this
talk
shit."
about Kilgrave to me, bitch."
Yeah. Fuck
That was awesome.
First of
That's
all, all
funny.
right, so, you know, of course, everybody knows that it got greenlit for season 2
Yeah.
of Jessica Jones. I'm excited,
I'm
but
excited.
I don't know how they going to bring Kilgrave back. 'Cause
I feel like
Yeah.
because he's so much of her backstory, it's probably all going to be flashbacks and
Either
memories.
flashbacks or there's gonna be like he's somehow implanted a bit of himself
Right.
psychically in her head.
Yeah.
So it'll be that he'll be one of her voices.
Yeah, because
Right.
that motherfucker's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
dead.
And I imagine there's gonna be a new villain, but man, I'm so looking forward to
He's basically all of her past.
Yeah.
So that's how I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
like
the only
that.
way it would make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they can do the superhero thing where the villain comes back, but
back.
Nah,
I would have
I
some
feel like
issues
that
with
was,
that.
Yeah, I would have some
Yeah.
issues with that. I think that would be corny. But I like the fact that like the mental, because there's the mental
I really
abuse
hope
that you don't get over.
They pull Punisher from Daredevil and insert him into Jessica Jones. Because that team or that dynamic, I would really like to see.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Punisher's kind of wasted with Daredevil.
He is. I mean, granted, it's canon.
Yeah.
So it's there for the comic, and I get
Right.
it. But Punisher was such a dope ass character, and in a weak Daredevil season,
Right.
and I thought that like I mean it was great, but it's the only reason why I kept watching.
Right. So the reason my thought process falls there is because Punisher is 100% vigilante. He's like, my wife and kid were killed by this group of people in this town, and I'm going to get everybody back, and I don't give a shit. Daredevil's more like, hey, I'm going to stop bad guys, and Punisher is fringe bad guy, so they
Yeah.
run into each other, but he's not all bad, so he lets it go. I think Luke Cage is kind of similar. He's about stopping bad guys, but it's kind of fringe. Punisher's fringe.
Yeah.
He does bad shit. So Jessica Jones is more
Yeah.
like, I feel like that dynamic makes the most sense because Jessica does
Agreed.
fucked up shit, fringe, for
Yeah.
probably good reasons, but she's not really she's not towing the, like
She
Luke
hates
Cage
the hero.
on the Defenders.
Yeah.
Luke Cage is like to Danny when they start fighting. He's like, Danny's like, yeah, but he was cleaning up bodies of people I care about, and he's like, yeah, but he's just trying to feed his family.
Yeah.
Like Luke Cage has
I
a
like-
very
I like that
black
he-
and white sense of right and wrong.
I like that he checked his privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
man, that
I'm
scene was
hoping that
great.
they continue to shit on Danny
Mm-hmm.
about his privilege because that needs to be done.
Oh my god! In the
Yeah.
first scene when they're all hook up and they're at the restaurant and they're like, "Why are they letting us stay here?" Oh, I gave him my black card.
Exactly.
I was like, "Oh my god, Danny,
oh,
shut the fuck
Oh
up!"
God, Danny the whiny white boy with powers.
Danny,
Shut
the
the fuck up.
whiny white boy with powers.
Hey guys, it's okay. I gave him my black card, and I was like,
And his strongest
punch that
power
dude.
is his privilege.
Exactly.
We don't all have black cards, Danny.
Exactly. Great value, Batman.
Some of us are drinking. Some of us are drinking bottom shelf bourbon like Jessica Jones.
That's right.
Oh shit, Jessica Jones is out here.
Yeah.
Is out here.
She
man.
takes I don't know if you've gotten to this bit yet, but there's a bit where they're on the subway, heading to the place for like the final battle.
No, I'm not.
And it's Daredevil, Luke, and Jessica on one side of the subway car. And on the other side, there's like this dude sleeping with a 6-pack underneath him. And Jessica like looks at Luke, looks at Matt, reaches forward, grabs a can, pops it open, takes a swig, and the both of them kind of like, what? And she's like, what? It's been a long fucking week.
Yeah,
I love Jessica Jones
Yeah.
so much.
it's been great.
There's nothing that has happened in the Defenders that has made me change my mind on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Luke
Yeah.
Cage. I'm loving Luke Cage.
Yeah, I love both.
Daredevil's the one that
either
I'm
of
like,
you
eh.
noticed that there's still some of that like sexual tension between Jessica and Luke?
Yeah.
Like, there's some
Absolutely,
unfinished
yeah.
business there.
That's
Oh,
because
definitely.
Luke as awesome as Claire is, Luke could break Claire.
Yeah.
he can't.
Yeah.
He
He
ain't
doesn't
breaking
have to
Jessica.
worry
Nah,
about
he ain't breaking
Jessica.
Jessica.
He ain't
And that's the
breaking
thing.
Jessica.
You need somebody that
can handle that
can
shit.
handle that. So yeah, she throws it at him. And
Yeah, like brief spoiler here. At the end of the final episode, Jessica invites Luke for coffee.
I like it.
Maybe we can get some coffee sometime. And Luke just kind of looks at it like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, man.
Gotta go.
Shout out to Coffee.
Shout out to coffee. For those of you who don't get the joke, watch Luke Cage. Just watch it. It'll make sense.
Coffee.
Also, Misty's ending is really, really interesting.
Okay. Is she getting closer to who she is in the
Bionic
comics?
arm? Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Directly due to the events of that last battle. If she doesn't get a bionic arm, I'm fucking somebody up.
All right. All right. I know. I can't wait till they announce Luke Cage season 2. There should be no reason why they shouldn't.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to be working for the
The only
for
one
the police
I think
department
they won't do a
anymore.
season 2 would be Iron Fist. But if,
No, see, Iron Fist has been granted.
No,
season
they've
2.
already greenlit
Are
season
you
2 of
fucking
Iron
kidding me?
Fist.
Yeah, because white
And it's
privilege.
got a new showrunner, so
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see how
got a
that
new
works
showrunner
out.
because there was like.
well, they
that
hope they
shit
do
sucked.
better then.
Hopefully, they don't train them for their fight scenes the fucking hour before they shoot that shit.
Exactly.
God damn.
They were like, hiya! White karate.
Oh my god, if I hear Danny say, I'm harnessing my chi one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill him
Right.
myself.
No one gives a fuck, Danny.
No one cares
Like-
about your chi,
Like,
Danny.
we know what you're doing. You don't have to
All
say
you're doing
it
is this.
anymore.
You're not harnessing your shit.
Right.
This is just your fist. You're closing your fist.
Right.
I think.
Obviously, I have a lot of Danny rage.
Nah, because fuck Iron Fist.
I never even
Yeah.
watched Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I just jumped in the
Me either.
Defenders.
Oh
I was like,
man,
fuck it.
you did not miss a fucking
Yeah.
thing. Like it's a shitty show.
Yeah.
It was shitty, and
That's fair.
I was like, I don't miss a fucking thing. Like this is some WB shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, this wasn't. It was not cool. You know what show I recommend? If y'all get a chance, Ozark.
Really?
Ozark is dope. First of all, just Jason Bateman is.
I
kind
love
of,
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
He's kind of a. It's not funny. It's kind of a
He
badass.
can do dark really well.
Yeah, he can.
Man, it's badass. It's dope. Like, and it's some shit. He says some shit. You know how they have like certain shows where the wife, like, and I don't like I said, if you're listening now, and you are worried about spoilers, man, my fucks are none. So anyway, he,
Yeah, you might want to turn this off.
yeah, he apparently like the first episode, you find out that his wife is cheating on him. You know, I'm not gonna go too deep into the story because I do have some mercy. But his wife's cheating on him. But there's one point.
Sensei Kreese would not agree with you on that.
No, I know. So like, there's one point where the lover of the wife, he dies and like falls out of a building, and I was like. And she's all terrified, but it was like you don't have sympathy for her. You're like,
Nice.
whatever, bitch.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. I
Yeah.
open Facebook. Holy hell, Game of Thrones.
Yep. See,
I can't
See?
even like.
fuck
it's
people
only
in that
7
shit.
p.m. I need to. Ken every week is like, why do you even open your phone? I'm like,
Don't do it.
because I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
You're addicted to technology.
Nah.
I get it.
So
I'm bad.
So, but like he was just like, what was so interesting? So in the second episode, right, she's crying because I lost him. Like he was a good guy and things like that. And he was like, but he cheated. You cheated on me with him, and she was like, what? People cheat. It happens and yada yada. She's trying to like justify herself, and he was like, you know what? There was nothing more beautiful. Like he said, there was nothing more satisfying than watching your boyfriend hit the ground. I was like,
Damn.
fuck.
Baby.
Like he gave like deadpan. Like that was like fuck.
He's in a movie I saw. It was supposed to be like a
Shit's
horror
awesome,
thriller
son.
movie, and
Yeah.
he's pretty dark. He's a dark
Really?
character. The Gift, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
something with
have
The
to
Gift.
check it out. I need to
Yeah,
check out
that
more horror
sounds cool.
movies. I want to watch more horror movies to kind of bring on the fall. Like I miss fall here.
This one isn't horror so much as like a thriller.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
I miss fall here. I'm not gonna lie. This summer shit is kind of.
it's almost over.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
equate
of-
fall with the back to school, and that's like a week and a half away. So
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I've been doing school
Get my
shopping.
kids' little asses back in school. My daughter broke the dress code at back to school day.
Oh, fun.
Dress codes are sexist as fuck, but
Yeah.
she was wearing a top that had like a tank top, and then the shoulder was cut out, and then it had like a long sleeve bottom thing.
Thug life.
And
Really?
it was picture day because they do pictures at this
Yeah.
thing, and they were like, you can't wear that. And so I had to give her my sweater, and I paid like $55 for this photo package where she's wearing an oversized blue cardigan now that doesn't match because I was like, the boy in front of her, tank top.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like,
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, because shoulders are a distraction.
That's some
girls.
fuck shit.
I was like, I'm already.
Are we in the Victorian age again?
I'm already like, I'm gonna have some problems because of sexism at the school. I can tell you.
Yes.
Oh,
The dress code, the
God.
list of it, it's all geared towards girls. The only thing that says or that pertains to boys at all is your pants can't be sagging so low that most of your underwear is showing. Which again, that's more racially based.
Yeah, that's more racially based.
But
so the only
girls can't wear pajamas. Girls can't wear tank tops. Girls can't wear anything that shows shoulders. They can't show midriff. If they're wearing a skirt, it has to be an inch longer than their fingers when they're holding their hands downward. They can't wear leggings. They can't wear... And I'm like, it's all about girls.
I'm not feeling this,
Sexist as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that, man. So
dress codes are sexist. And I get that where they're preparing them for the real world, but you know what I can wear at my job? Anything the fuck I want.
Absolutely.
So,
and I don't think they really properly prepare you for the real world as much as
you know what I don't have to do is ask permission to go to the bathroom. So you're not preparing them for shit.
No, you're not.
You're teaching them to follow authority without question.
Exactly. Well, then just do uniforms.
Right.
Uniforms are for.
Where is that?
Whose phone is this?
That's like a landline.
That's a landline. Oh, hang that phone up. It's like, yeah, we got all types of, what you get is live shit when you fucking with us right now, man.
Yeah, landlines.
It's
It's 1992 up in here.
Exactly. Nah, we keep a landline. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, for business.
So in other superhero news,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard about the new Teen Titans casting.
No. Is it live action?
Anna Diop cast as Starfire. She's a black chick. And the internet has exploded.
Well, of course. They hated the fact that Zendaya was cast in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've... so now the speculation is, are all of the... I can't remember the name of the fucking alien race that character comes from. Like, are they all black? Is that where black people come from? Like really? Is that what we're...
Or it's an alien, like Doctor Who can't be a woman. It's an alien! It can be anything!
Yeah.
Any fucking thing that you want. You know who else can get the fuck out of here?
Who's that?
Taylor Swift as usual.
Oh, Jesus fucking
so
Christ.
she came up with a new
somebody needs to stop
unseasoned formation video. And and so like I watched it all like I didn't really watch the whole video because I was disgusted.
Aren't they all dudes behind her though? So I feel like it's less like trying to be formation, which was strong, powerful black women, and it's more like she raided a gay bar and took the YMCA rejects and was like, let's all line up in a triangle.
It's just
It'll
all
be good.
gentrification.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I love that she is being torn up on the media fight.
Oh yeah.
I think it's being great.
I think this is her
But she
attempt at
doesn't
responding to
understand.
Nicki Minaj and Katy Perry's swish swish bitch.
It is.
And
It
she's trying real hard, and Nicki Minaj is always going to drag her. But
like, look what you made me do. It's like we made
I do
you
have
do
to
the
give her
same
some
shit you've
credit
been
though.
doing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
song, the first time I heard it, I'm like, this is ripping off Right Said Fred. This is I Am Too Sexy. The entire, like the beat and everything,
Really?
verbatim.
Really?
And then she dropped the album info, and she does give credit to them. So she recognizes that she stole it, and she said she gives songwriting credit to Right Said Fred from the 90s. So I'm like, that's kind of, you got to give her some props, because a lot of people don't do that anymore.
But didn't Robin Thicke just get in trouble for that?
Robin Thicke just got his fucking ass
But he
sued.
He got his ass handed to
Marvin
him.
Gaye.
But he
Because
also tried to deny that shit.
He
Yeah,
tried to
he
deny
tried
it,
to
and
say
that's-
that wasn't Marvin Gaye.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Nah,
Pharrell was pissed, but Pharrell needed to get sued for that because he knew.
Yeah, they all knew. So that
I do have to give her credit, but when I heard it, it's like that. Ooh, look what made you do, or look what you made me do, and it's just the exact same tone of "I'm too sexy for my shirt," and I was
Yeah.
like, that's the same song.
I don't know.
So I do.
my time trying
I do have to give her a little bit of props for at least calling
I
out
won't
that.
give Darth Becky any props. Like I feel like she's one of the bitches you watch out for. Like that's some Rose give me the keys.
I like her
type
better
shit.
than Katy
Yeah.
Perry.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't-
stand Katy Perry though.
You know,
I have a lot of Katy Perry hate.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Katy Perry either. It's like all of it is Alien versus Predator to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't like any of y'all bitches.
You gotta
know what I'm
pick a
saying?
side, Chris.
No, I want to watch them fight.
I dug on
I
Katy
do.
Perry until I saw that bullshit Dark Horse video. I'm like, yeah, no, we're done.
She is all
We're
about
done.
cultural appropriation.
yeah.
And she doesn't write her own songs, so there's nothing redeeming about her. At least Taylor Swift writes 90% of her own shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if you got... And she can play the guitar. I gotta give her some props. She at least knows how to play a musical instrument.
fucks
Katy
with it.
Perry is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Katy Perry is kind of like,
And her and Russell Brand were married for like a year and a half, and everyone hates on him for divorcing her. He's funny and he's smart and very political.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
don't give him enough credit.
Russell Brand's
So-
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Russell Brand was dope in that, and he did the right thing. We all
Yes, he did.
done hooked up with a crazy racist chick.
Yeah.
Every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta break up with him, and he did the right thing. He didn't
did.
stick it out. You know what I'm saying? So, well,
He lasted 14 months.
lasted 14 months. He realized
He gave it a year and 2 months, and he was like, I got
he was
to
woke.
I'm done.
He was awakened. So, oh man. So man, anybody got any parting words? Anything like that?
Parting words.
Parting
All right.
words.
Party words?
Parting.
Oh, parting. I thought you said party.
Nah, man, I've been drinking.
That's like shot,
Oh,
shot.
that'd be hilarious. No,
I have a bit of a profoundish quote.
Ooh, go ahead.
And this is from a French writer named André Gide.
Okay.
Everything that needs to be said has already been said. Since no one was listening, everything must be said again.
Oh, I like it.
I like it. Man, I'm just gonna leave with shout out to James's thick thighs.
And resting bitch face. Although he's very
And
smiley.
Resting bitch face.
James smiles a lot. He does not have a resting bitch face.
I feel like a lot of dudes have resting bitch face. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start saying that your man Crush Monday has resting bitch face.
There's a slam poetry chick. There's a slam poetry chick that does an ode to my bitch face, and y'all should listen to it. It's pretty awesome.
All right, I
Ode
would
to
check
my
it out.
bitch face.
I would
Ode
check
to
that
my
out.
bitch face.
Interesting.
Awesome.
She basically talks about how she started writing odes to things that society tells her she should be ashamed of, but she's
Yeah.
not.
Interesting.
And it's pretty good. This one's
awesome.
pretty good.
Nice.
I need to go back to Poetry Night, man. Poetry Night.
I
in
have
Seattle is dope.
Poetry Night.
Yeah, Seattle Poetry Slam has a great evening every Tuesday, so I've been meaning to go back to that.
Yeah, I
It's
need to
just
go.
really cool.
I need to go to one of those.
Man,
one of these
it's
days.
dope. It's so worth it. I love it. It's like I like going there because it's great inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to watch it. And so many talented, funny, and real people there. So you get the most diversity that you don't see normally in this city. So it was good, man. So all right, guys, man. Any last words?
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. All right, cool. That sounds about right.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, as usual. Fuck him. All right,
Business
guys.
as usual.
Thank you all for listening. This is Chris Blunt.
And I'm Breezy Rumsey.
And I'm Sphinx Akasha.
All right.
We are profoundly ignorant.
That's right.